The economy, the markets, and America are failing. Enjoy Delaware, Mr. President. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, October the 29th. Boy, the year is flying by quickly, and we can't start today without really taking prayer and a moment of silence for the shootings in Maine, another human being that took lives of so many innocent. It's just critical, and of course, I don't know about you, but I've never seen so much hatred in this country, and a lot of it's being manufactured right around us. I just don't understand it, and of course, it's going to come back to the guns. Of course, this person was mentally ill and wasn't supposed to have guns, but as I've told you many times before, the criminals are going to get the guns, and if we're going to continue to run up a flagpole of ridiculousness, why don't we start at the top? And while the world is crumbling, while the economy is crumbling, our president is at Delaware once again for another weekend away, because certainly there is nothing to do here. He's certainly, I'm sure, planning how to give more money away to Ukraine and everybody but Israel. And of course, I always wondered why we give so much money away when we have our own issues and problems right here in the United States of America. Now, I'm not against anybody else, but don't you think you should fix your problems at home first? And I don't know about you, but in my eyes, I've never seen a more disgusting display of human actions in this country. And they've gotten worse and worse, and it's almost like they're being manipulated to happen. Again, I don't understand it, but look at these shit-for-brain kids that are at the universities that are trying to destroy Israel. Is there no stopping what this hatred is going to bring on? Let's think about what's going on and the Jews, which are less than 1% of the population, yet there are universities, Harvard and others, that are spending billions and billions of dollars trying to figure out ways to destroy them. It's not enough to have a little tiny state in the middle of a war zone on a regular basis. But again, I think that when you look at it and if you can support that, then again, you're not a true American that brings in the hope for the future. You bring in hate and you bring in disgust. Okay, but as we sit back and we head for probably another default in this country, and of course, let's just keep giving the money away. Let's keep spending it. Let's just let's not think about it. Let's let people continue to build up massive amounts of debt. I think that you've got an imbecile in Janet Yellen, along with Chair Powell, says the higher yields reflect strength in the economy and IRA success, not the deficit. Well, I don't know about that, but I would look at the average American and how they're living, and considering that they're spending more than they're taking in, that is not a very good sign. The healthcare costs, they're exploding. The insurance companies that are stealing from their members, okay, from their premium payers, and the constant battle of every time you go to the doctor. When's the last time you went to the doctor and didn't have to give your name, your birth date, and every other piece of information 15 times in a 20-minute appointment that they threw you out in 20 minutes? Personal income is drops again. So again, inflation is rising, income is falling, and of course, if you listen to James Bullard, another Fed chair or another Fed president, inflation not likely to fall as quickly as the Fed hopes. Well, I don't think that inflation has fallen at all. I think this is a problem, and this is the miscommunication, and this is also the ignorance of Americans that buy this bullshit. Okay, when they talk about jobs and how good the jobs are, the jobs suck. Okay, the jobs that are, if people are working and they're not making enough money. Okay, you're destroying business. You're destroying small business. And again, all with the policies. Why? Because you're letting the top end of the curve control social media, control the way we hear the media, control the way we get our news, and you have a shitty education system. Okay, where we don't teach our children anything but how to hate, how to be communist or little socialists running around, instead of teaching them the facts of life and how to get better and make a better life for everybody. But again, we've got the greenies that are there for the green. They're there for the money. You know, if you think that they're there for anything else but the money, just look at what's going on with the climate accord. Every nation is dropping out one after another. They want to be out of it because it's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Again, you can believe in climate change, and I'm not going to tell you different. Okay. But I'm telling you that as long as China and India are going to burn coal, you ain't going to do anything about it. Until you fix the power grid here and quit stealing Americans' money for things other than fixing the infrastructure in this country, you're not going to have anything. Okay. So again, whether you believe in it or not, I do not. Okay. I think it's bullshit. But if you do believe in it, then you should at least get a fair deal and a fair value. And it starts with fixing the infrastructure in this country, because our power grid could be hacked anytime they want. And if you don't think that they're not going to come after us at some point, whether it be China or Russia, you're out of your mind. Okay, this is getting to become so serious in nature, and we continue to ignore it. And again, this is not just this president's problem. This has been in every election that I've been a part of. The candidate has promised to fix the power grid, yet nobody has done so yet. Okay, so again, I think we're more concerned with creating a digital currency, which is now a realistic action in the Eurozone, okay, in the euro. So there's now a digital euro in play, okay? The Fed, which hopes for its soft landing, is ridiculous, okay? We cannot continue to think that there's going to be a soft landing. The companies are not making money. People are in massive amounts of debt. Forget about the number or the dollar amount of debt, because that's ridiculous to talk about it, just like the national debt, the deficit of 30 trillion. I mean, again, the numbers get bigger as they multiply. But look at it as the percentage of people that are at limit on their credit cards. That's what you should be looking at. The number of people that are at limit on their credit cards has never been this high. And how are those people ever going to pay back that money? Okay, they're not. And you know who's going to get stuck paying the bill? Oh, you guessed it, the middle class, when everything comes falling apart, and you see the cost of healthcare, the cost of defense, the cost of everything, and yet here we are shipping billions of dollars so the big guy can get a little cash on the side, okay, and have not done anything to take care of actual true law and order in this country. You're having Illinois, which is giving tax credits now to illegals. You have the mayor of New York wanting to build 10 cities. Are you out of your mind? I mean, is this where we're coming to now, where we have to finance and fund those who want to cross the border and come to the United States illegally? I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know who you are, but I know that my parents came in through Ellis Island, and I know that there's others that did, and I don't think that we want to support all of this illegal immigration. And I don't know that you want your tax dollars going for all of these scams and Ponzi schemes that the United States government has created. It's up to you. There's only one way to fix that, and that's make sure you get your ass out and vote next election. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 29th. We're going to stop out here for a break. We'll be back with our market commentary right after the break. Bubba's Bottom Line. Well, kids, what's up, everybody? And of course, as you know, we've got some sponsors that we like to talk about. And again, these are just brokers. I have many brokers, but I do like to share with you those who I use and I trust, I vet, and I use myself. So, and of course, it's Capital Trading Group, which is our partner on Day Trader's Dream and a couple of other things. And of course, they handle my money. Okay, and they do a great job. They get great service, and check them out. Listen, again, there's no cost to check it out, and you can only find yourself in a better position. And I do encourage you, okay, that if you're trading equities, have an equity broker. If you're trading futures, have a futures broker. If you're trading both, have one for each because you'll be much happier. But in the meantime, Capital Trading Group is a futures and commodities broker, and info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. Scrolling to the sides. And of course, our equity broker partner is Trader Broker. It's $10 a month. Saves me $100,000 a year in commissions. Check them out. It's try.trader.com/Bubba. Also scrolling on the side. And of course, our high school program, which it looks like we're going to finally get it back up and running and rebuilt. So looking forward to that. And of course, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line and our market report. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 29th. And of course, markets got creamed again last week. And, we've told you that the markets are too heavy. Okay. We've told you that there's issues. We've told you the trend is lower. Okay. And you now see the Russell is down on the year. The S&P, the Dow is down on the year. The S&P is only up 6% now. And the NASDAQ, after being up over 47%, is now up now less than 20%. Now, I don't think that the NASDAQ can get to negative territory, but I certainly believe that the S&P will get to negative territory before the year's over. And we're in a very bullish time of year, so it's a big statement to think that could happen. But of course, we all do remember Black Christmas of not that long ago. And of course, the economy can't support it. And I think that you're finding out that you can only lie so much, and there's only so much in the money supply of that phony bullshit money that was created by the morons at the Federal Reserve. In the meantime, all four major indices got hammered last week. And of course, we are still short all four major indices, so that's pretty good. And of course, in the currency markets, the dollar continues to be strong. The euro currency continues to be weak. Now, we no longer trade the dollar, and that's only a financial, a money decision of the cost of trading it, not that we're worried about the dollar. We are still short the euro currency, would be long the dollar. Bitcoin had a nice big week, and of course, we warned that it was going to get ready to make a big move. We thought it would be higher, but we can never confirm that for sure. But I think that you can see that it's starting to break out. The metals, and we're still long Bitcoin, by the way. Metals, gold and silver had a big Friday, and are charging forward, and the gold's back over $2,000 again. So now we're here looking, and still long, and still expect it. Now again, maybe we will get to new highs in gold. I don't think silver will make my $30 target, but and platinum, which we no longer trade, just kind of waning along the bottom. Nothing too much, but we are long gold and silver. We do not trade platinum. It's not liquid enough. Copper continues to be under pressure. We remain short copper. Crude oil, again, everybody was all panicky about crude. And look, I think crude's going a lot higher. We are short, okay? But I do think it's going higher. And of course, $95 is the recent high. And of course, it failed from there and has never reached back since, even throughout all the turbulence in the Mideast. We're still short there. We're still short nat gas. Okay, and of course, in the grain markets, grains are kind of, I think they've bottomed. Now we're long corn, short wheat, short beans. Okay, that's our positions. I do think that they bottomed though, and I would certainly start to look for opportunity. But we are long corn, but they're all kind of just vacillating, and I think there's going to be some new money flow in. We'll see what it looks like. And the protein complex, we don't trade them anymore, but we would be short cattle, both fats and feeders, and long hogs. And in the softs, you've got cocoa was higher, we are long. Cotton was lower, we are short. Sugar was higher, we're long. OJ was higher, we're long. And coffee was higher, and we're still long. So again, you can see that we've been had a couple of stacked up some big weeks here now. But I think you have to just remember that the markets are in trouble right now. Now, they'll come out of it. If America's going to exist, they'll come out. And again, it may be a buying opportunity. And again, if you're an investor, even though my opinion, I'm still buying longer term. I mean, I do trade and I do invest. So just keep that in mind and don't panic, don't get crazy. And remember, if you get a big sell-off next week, the week after, don't panic. if you're going to want to get out, make it logical. Think about it before you do anything. This is Bubba's Bottom Line, Top Bubba Horowitz. It is Sunday, October 29th. We're going to step out here for our final break and come back with, of course, my commentary and some football picks for you. Well, kids, again, as we talk about always, our partners, our brokerage partners, and of course, again, I'm not going to go through the whole spiel with you, but I have other brokers. But I have vetted these two that we use. And of course, Capital Trading Group does our letter of direction trading. They handle all my money. They handle all my trades through their office. Okay. And they do a great job. Check them out. There's sites scrolling on the side. And Trader Brokerage, we have automatic trading with them too through our software models. And if you're a member of our equity portfolios, there's no charge. If you're a hedging member, you need a license for the hedging. But again, at the end of the day, it's a lot cheaper than the other broker, and it's all automated for you as well. And check them out. And of course, it's scrolling on the sides. And of course, our high school program. Check that out and see if you want to give us a hand. We're getting back to rebuild it and getting ready to rock and roll. And in the meantime, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line. Welcome back. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 29th. And of course, every week I give you a little bit of my commentary. And of course, I am so distraught about the handling of these universities in Israel, and that our president, although we already know that he's a racist. I mean, again, it's not private. It's not an opinion. It's the bills that he voted for his entire political career. Okay. And yet he's out in Delaware, relaxing, enjoying the sun, when the world is falling apart, from the Maine shootings to the war in Israel to what's going on in Ukraine. And where is the leadership? Where is the leadership of this country? We are supposed to be the leaders, not the followers. And all you who are going to keep telling me that America is the greatest place, remember, it'll be the greatest place until it's not. And if we continue to treat it like shit, it's going to end up just that, shit. Okay. Now, I'll be dead by then, but if you want to live in shit and you want to be part of the Communist Party, keep doing what you're doing. If not, you better step up. It's time to stop the bullshit and start to rebuild this country, okay, to make America great again, because it certainly is not great right now. Anyways, this is Bubba's Bottom Line. And of course, our picks for the week in football: Dallas Cowboys, Seattle Seahawks, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you back here tomorrow with, of course, Bubba's Daily Update. And until then, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you later.